Cool.
We're just checking out.
Driving through Cincinnati. Just look out the windows. It's awesome.
We're Angelo and Ylsa, theater owners from Western New York, forced out of business by the global happenings of 2020. We moved our family into a 15-year-old shuttle bus and made it our tiny off-grid home on wheels. Subscribe and join us and the Inspire engine on our journey.
These are some skyscrapers.
Cincinnati, dream big and fly high. I like that.
I am filming the whole thing.
Okay, good. Oh, this is so pretty.
It is.
So pretty. I love it. This is art. It's just drinking a beer. Oh my god. Don't walk out on the road, dude.
He's about to get hit.
Oh my god.
That's a red light. Yeah, that guy just like was drinking a beer and just threw his can on the sidewalk.
Woo! The guy's excited for life. We must be like a total sight.
Turn left on the main street. Turn left on the main street. East 6th Street.
Okay, but now where do we go?
Turn right onto Broadway Street.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull over for just a second. Because that's such a pretty sight right there.
Yeah, it is.
Can you go back and get my camera? Go get it for me? It's on the bed. Woo!
300 feet. Turn right onto 100 Church Way. 10 minutes right onto 100 Church Way.
Look at these kids!
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright, I think I gotta turn. You filming still?
Yep.
Oh, there's water right there.
Wow.
Look how fun that looks. You guys, look at these kids. What?
Look out! The window's on my side. There's kids riding bikes up this hill and down. What river are we crossing?
Oh, guess what? We're in Kentucky.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to Kentucky!
Turn it, turn it, turn it.
Look at that! Welcome to Kentucky!
I want a picture of that.
We got it. I hope we got it.
Did you get that?
Yes, it is.
Still recording?
Yes.
Where do I go? I didn't know Cincinnati was like right on the border.
I know.
Kentucky.
So what city are we in now? There's the skyline shot.
Exit the traffic circle onto Kentucky 8.
Hobby, hobby. Good morning.
Good morning. We didn't stay in Butler County Park last night. We just stayed at another rest area just south of Louisville. We spent a little too much time driving around Louisville and just kind of...
Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, not Louisville, Cincinnati.
We drove around
Right.
Cincinnati. The GPS took
Right.
us. The GPS took us closer to the city than last time. We took a bypass and went way around it and just saw the skyline. But this time it took the 75 took us like right downtown, and so I just impulsively got off the exit. And Cincinnati is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's clean. It almost looks like a movie set. It didn't seem real. And the streets were empty except for a few interesting characters that were out that looked like actors placed there for a movie set. It was so
Like
surreal.
the kids riding their bikes up and down the ramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Guys that were drinking and just throwing their cans. They were funny. They were either having a really bad day or a really good day. Hard to tell which.
It was kind of like driving through Savannah, but without any traffic.
Yeah.
Like we drove through Savannah, and that was pretty cool to see. But it was stressful because there was so much traffic and narrow streets.
So many people. Yeah.
Yeah. And this was not like that. It was like just this really bright, clean, big city with nobody in it. Not nobody, not many.
Well, I know I was able to pull over, like in the middle of the road, to take pictures.
Yeah, a couple times. And then we didn't even realize it as we were driving. There was a school bridge we were driving over, and we were like, oh, we're in Kentucky.
Like in the middle of the bridge. It's
Yeah.
Welcome to Kentucky. I didn't realize how close Cincinnati was to the border. I didn't realize it was right.
I knew it was
border.
close to the border, but I didn't realize it was right on the border like that. Either, no.
So then we were in Covington, Kentucky, right across that bridge, and that's an exceptionally cute town as well. We saw a couple houses for sale, and we started looking them up.
Too much.
A little expensive.
Well, too much for us anyway. We live in a bus. I mean, it's like $5,000 for a bus or $305,000 for a house, small
Yeah,
house.
it's just a small difference.
But you can't even bring the house anywhere. You can bring the bus everywhere we go.
Well, you could bring the house. That'd be real expensive, though.
So today the goal is to get all the way halfway down the Natchez Trace. Yes, the Natchez Trace again.
We loved it so much, and it's a great route. And our extra child that's traveling with us is studying things specifically about the Natchez Trace,
Yeah.
like the Trail of Tears.
Last
and
week was
Meriwether
Lewis and Clark.
Yep.
Next week is the Trail of Tears. So right in between those two lessons, she's going to be learning about, she's going to be visiting Lewis's grave and see the spot where he died. I just was watching her do like a quiz or something about how he died. I didn't know this about how he died. Did you know that he died of gunshot wounds? And there's a huge mystery around it.
Yeah.
To this day, they don't know if it was murder or suicide.
I did know this, actually.
I didn't know that, not before we took the Natchez Trace the first time.
The problem is, I can't recall very easily, but when I'm reminded, I remember.
Yeah.
Because my brain is full, so I'd have to delete, kind of hide
File it
files.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was just learning about that yesterday, or the day before. That's the thing I don't remember is what day it is. And then, so we're going to drive right by that spot, and then we'll also drive by that spot where we learn about the Trail of Tears, and we'll have her read that too. And
That was a really pretty spot as well. That'd be a good
oh yeah,
little stretch your legs break spot. Or
yep,
picnic spot.
we'll do that.
But we're heading back to Jeff Busby Campground.
Where we stayed last time on our way north.
It's a really lovely campground. None of the facilities are open there right now. We don't really need that anyway. But it's very pretty, and there's some nice hiking trails. And we can actually get out and have our first campfire of this trip,
Maybe.
which of course I love, and you're gonna let me.
I can't stop you anyway.
That is true.
Anyway, so that's our next destination, and I think of that as basically our halfway point to the south. Another reason why we like taking the Natchez Trace, we did it once already. You'd think that we would want to see something different and not just do the Natchez Trace again. We already did that. Besides showing it to Ambrosia, it's also really convenient. It gets us a nice, safe route straight down to where we want to be without having to worry about semis and high speed limits that we can't keep up with. So we're doing it again, and we might do it many, many times again throughout our lives.
It really was my favorite thing last time. It was such a peaceful drive, and it was so pretty. We don't have to stop at every historical marker, though. Last time we literally stopped at like every historical thing. We went.
I think we skipped a couple. We'll find those ones and we'll stop there.
Yeah. Plus, we did some of it at night, so we missed some of the things in the beginning. Now, because we're doing it the other direction, we can stop and check those things out that were dark last time we came through. But it was really just, it's pretty. 144 miles of prettiness and peaceful driving. I recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
And it's listed on a registry for cyclists. It's one of the #1 bike paths in the nation, which is kind of scary because it's also a 2-lane highway, and some people don't abide by the 50-mile-per-hour speed limit. They go faster. And we saw a couple cyclists on there wear backpacks and they camp along the trail and they bike the whole thing. And I think that would be really fun.
If you are new to our channel and you haven't seen our 3 episodes that take us up the Natchez Trace, I will link one here.
You'll forget.
No, I won't.
What?
It's back.
What? No! I like it covered up! Covered up!
No. Let them see. We're not trying to sugarcoat anything. Everybody uses toilet paper. That's where we keep it because our toilet's right here.
No, it's like I'm a shithead and you got toilet paper next to me. Get that out.
Nope. See you, Logie? We're in Tennessee. Tennessee welcomes you.
What's Tennessee? What state is Tennessee, you guys?
The volunteer state. There's Nashville, Tennessee.
Did we go over a bridge last time we did this? Did we not do this?
For a mile, turn right onto Cincinnati Drive.
We are getting on the Natchez Trace right now. I think.
Recalculating. Continue 0.4 miles, then turn right on West 10th Avenue.
Vanderbilt University.
Okay. So this is what we're on.
Okay, so we're on the trace.
We didn't hit this part. We got off earlier.
Yeah,
It didn't take us down it.
still pretty lackluster.
1,000 feet, turn right onto West 10th Avenue.
I'm trying to go to Jeff Busby Park, and it's taking us off the
0.1 miles,
Natchez.
turn right on West 10th Avenue, then keep left.
Now which way do I go when I get up here?
It's just,
This way?
I think so. I don't know, I'm sorry.
You need to keep figuring it out because I'm driving and maneuvering, and I need you to figure it out.
Well. Okay. Cool. This way.
That way or right?
Head southwest toward Natchez Trace.
Okay, so this is telling me to go around
We want to go back here.
that way.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the end of the trace.
Yep.
And we went the wrong way.
Yep.
We didn't recognize
Well,
it
we at least got on the
because-
trace. Okay.
Turn right
Bike
onto
route.
West 10th Avenue.
So now it starts here.
They need better signage.
So now when this all was telling me to go right, that was correct.
I guess so.
You took me to that took me to the end.
1,000 feet, then turn right onto West 10th Avenue South.
Recalculating. Continue 0.4.
Okay, there's no sign there that says Natchez Trace though. Was I supposed to turn there to stay on it? Natchez Trace.
Oh, we're still on Natchez Trace. I'm seeing the street signs. The street is called Natchez Trace.
That's what I keep looking for. So where does it turn into what we know is the trace?
Turn left on Blair Boulevard.
I just want to recognize the spot where we wound up getting off because it wasn't there. We got off
No.
like the road
I think
split,
it's coming up.
and maybe we went to the right, and this will take us, you know. No.
Recalculating.
So there are some buildings right on the Natchez Trace.
Continue 0.1 miles, then turn left on West Clinton Avenue.
left.
Seriously? No, we're not going on the 440, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn right, and I need to pull over and figure this out. I need my atlas, is what I need, because then I can
This is
know.
taking us to the Mary Brother Lewis campground.
No, sweetie, we're lost. We gotta figure out where we're going.
Yes, this is the Trace. Natchez Trace Parkway, Natchez Trace Parkway, Natchez Trace Parkway, Natchez Trace Parkway.
Please drive to highlighted route.
I'm following it all the way back up to where we are. Nope. We are on the Trace.
Let me say that to reiterate.
What?
Well, you gotta show me.
Oh.
We are on the Trace.